The Navajo Nation has been hit extra hard by the coronavirus, with a prevalence rate 9 times higher than the rest of Arizona. Thousands of Navajo men and women have been affected, and 44 have died. It probably doesn't help that 30% of their entire tribe doesn't have access to clean water. Kind of hard to effectively wash your hands without clean water. So they've been asking for help through our country's most reliable healthcare provider, GoFundMe. And this is where the story gets truly incredible. But first, I want to take this time to apologize to Jim from The Office. A couple days ago, I made fun of his Good News web show because I just didn't really get it. In fact, I thought it was kind of corny. But now I get it. And Jim, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't need false hope, but we do need good news to get us through this shit and stay sane. So here's some good news. Back in the 1830s through about the 1870s, the United States federal government forcibly relocated over 60,000 Native Americans from their ancestral lands to the shitty lands they're on now. This was known as the Trail of Tears. Many natives suffered and many died. This is not the good news, but in 1845, Ireland experienced the Great Hunger Famine, a natural disaster made worse by government failure. Sound familiar? So they suffered through this famine for a few years, and this is also not the good news. However, in 1847, the Choctaw tribe, who had just been through the Trail of Tears, felt a sense of empathy for the Irish people. So they sent a donation of $170 to Ireland. That's about $5,000 in today's money. Not a huge amount, but a very meaningful gesture. In fact, this gesture has transcended time because now, 173 years later, Irish people are returning the favor. They are sending donations through GoFundMe. Many of them are referencing the 1847 Choctaw Nation donation, just spreading all types of love. And they have helped raise over $3 million for the Navajo Nation. Just fucking incredible. It's fucking beautiful, right, Jim? I felt so fucking good finally reading a positive story. I didn't know how to feel, really. It was incredible. I finally understood what you were talking about, Jim. Good news. We need more of it. So then I kept reading. And then I read a story about the Seattle Indian Health Board. And I got all pissed off all over again because they asked for supplies back in March. And then 3 weeks later, the fucking King County Health Department sent them body bags instead. Body bags, Jim. I'm surprised they didn't send disease-covered blankets like we did hundreds of years ago. But I guess that's American progress, huh, Jim? Where's your good news now, you corny bastard? Pam should have left your ass for the cameraman.